Welcome in to 5 Minute Wager brought to you by Better in Green. Guys, it is Tuesday, November 4th. A nice 10-game NHL slate going on this Tuesday night. Um, as far as the slate goes, it's not one that I'm in love with. A lot of chalk on the board here, struggling to find much value in the underdog. So I do have one play. I will give it out here on the show. Have it up in my article over at bettergreen.com as well. Completely free to get all my plays over there. So go check that out. Guys, before I get into the plays here, if you have not subscribed already, consider doing so for me. If you do like this content, hit that like button and drop me a comment down below as well. Let me know your favorite play on today's card. Again, I'm kind of struggling finding plays that I like here, but going to go with two sides, one player prop for you today. And let's not waste any time getting into it. We will start with a 7 o'clock Eastern start time. The Boston Bruins heading to New York to face the Islanders. Islanders a minus 160 home favorite, plus 135 coming back on the Boston Bruins in this game here. I know it's chalky, but I like the Islanders here on the money line, minus 160. Now, you could cut down on that juice, play them in regulation, get it right around even odds, minus 105, somewhere in there. I have had awful success in my lifetime playing regulation lines. I don't have a percentage. I've stopped playing them, but it had to be like 30%. I mean, it was just they'd get the win in overtime, and it just drove me up a wall. It's just not a bet that I really have in my repertoire anymore. I would rather just lay the juice on the money line, get the win any way possible. So I'm willing to lay this minus 160. If you don't like laying that much juice, which typically I don't, you could look at the regulation line, but I think the spot sets up nicely here for the Islanders. They had a long road trip where they played 4 games on the road, won just one out of their 4 games, but it was their finale on Friday night in Washington. Come back home, get a win against the Blue Jackets there on Sunday. Now they get to sit back home, wait for Boston to come into their arena. A Boston team that they just saw last Tuesday in Boston, part of that road trip, lost that one 2-5. It's a rapid revenge spot here for the Islanders. You have Ilya Sorokin in net, a goalie that I am still high on, even though he struggled the last couple of years after having a really good season 3 years ago. But 3-4-1 on the year, 3.4 goals against average, just an 8.77 save percentage. But I do believe in Sorokin. I believe in this Islanders defense. Their offense has been getting going. Those last 2 wins that they've had, they've only allowed 3 goals combined, only put up 6, but they're back to kind of playing their slow down, grinded out type of hockey. And I think they get the win here against Boston. Don't like the spot for the Bruins. They're off a very satisfying win against the superior Carolina Hurricanes team on Saturday. They won that game 2-1. Now they have to travel. That was a home game for Boston. They have to go back home Thursday night to face the Senators, a divisional opponent. Just a one-off road game to the Rock here to play the Islanders. Don't like the spot for Boston in this game. So I like the Islanders, minus 160. I know it's steep. It's a price that I think is worth laying tonight. Give me the Isles, minus 160 on the money line. Next game up, we're looking at an 8 o'clock Eastern start time. The Edmonton Oilers heading to Dallas to face the Stars. Oilers, plus 110. Road underdog, minus 125 coming back on the Stars here. When the Oilers are dogs, you have to take notice. And I think there's good reason why they're dogs tonight. I like the Stars in this spot, minus 125 on the money line. You look at the Stars, I think this sets up as a good spot for them. They're off 2 road games where they just lost both of them. It was the Florida trip, lost to the Lightning, then lost to the Panthers. Now they come back home. Plenty of rest, haven't played since Saturday. 2 face off against this Oilers team. And the Oilers, they're in a tough spot. They were in St. Louis last night, lost in a tight game, 2-3 on the road. Now they have to travel, no day off in between. It's their second of a back-to-back with travel, 3rd game in 4 nights as they played at home in an overtime game against the Blackhawks. And their 4th game in 6 nights as well as they play the Rangers in another overtime game on Thursday. Not only that, guys, but the Oilers on the road just have not been good this season. Got off to a opening road win of the season against the Rangers. Since then, they have only won one of their road games. Sorry, I don't have this number. It is 1-6 since that opening night win. So 2-6 on the season on the road. Not a good road team here. They're going to draw public money being the underdog. I think the Stars here is the play. Now the fear is Casey DeSmith in net for Dallas instead of Jake Ottinger. But still, I think the spot here is way too good for the Stars. You're getting a very nice price, minus 125. I would look to play the Stars here on the money line, minus 125 against the Oilers. And the final play tonight, we'll look at the 10 o'clock Eastern start time. Detroit Red Wings heading to Vegas to face the Golden Knights. Knights minus 190, home favorites, plus 160 coming back on the Red Wings. I don't like a side in this game, guys. I like the spot for Vegas. I think the price is too steep here. I'm looking at a player prop. I'm looking at forward for the Red Wings, Emmett Finney, over 1.5 shots on goal, minus 145. Now, typically you would think maybe that's a little bit steep for a price. It's actually not. I've been following Finney since like game 4 or 5 this season. His shots consistently stay at 1.5, but the juice is really as high as minus 195, minus 200, as low as about minus 130. And this is kind of a bet that if the juice is worth laying, basically 150 or under, I think it's worth a shot. Now, he doesn't fly over this. Usually ends up with either 1 or 2 shots on net, but he's hit this way more times than he hasn't. Let's see, he has not hit this in just 5 games so far this season. So out of their 13 games, he has hit this in 8 of them. And at minus 145, the fear is that Vegas allows the second fewest shots on goal in the league. So I would only maybe play this as a half unit play if you do like the Finney prop. Also, if it's one you've been riding, I've been posting on Twitter really all season long. I've been riding this prop as long as it's a playable price. So if you've been riding it, I think it's at this price you have to ride it again on Finney here. I do think he gets up and over the 1.5 shots on goal. And really what to do with this prop, if it's under minus 150, you play it every single time. Don't let it get up into the minus 170, 180, 190. That will price you out. But as soon as they move this to 2.5, you come back and take the under. Because like I said, he does often finish with 2 shots on goal. So he is on the first power play. That helps out quite a bit as well. So yeah, I like the Finney over 1.5 shots on goal prop for tonight. So guys, that will wrap it for 5-minute wager this Tuesday episode here. Quick recap, Islanders moneyline minus 160, like the Dallas Stars on the moneyline minus 125, and like the Red Wings forward, Emmett Finney over 1.5 shots on goal minus 145. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you have a profitable day in the NHL. Be sure to subscribe to our channel. Hit that bell for instant alerts. You'll get notified when all of our shows go live as we cover everything here on Better and Green. Like this video if you enjoyed the content. Drop me a comment below. What's your favorite play of the night? Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time for another episode of 5-Minute Wager brought to you by Better and Green.